Okay, this is a Savory Eats of a recipe I developed when my parents, they cook at church, like a breakfast brunch for everybody once a month. They spearhead it. And so they had leftovers, and so I'm gonna make leftovers. It's an English muffin sandwich with a fried egg, seasoned with salt and pepper, sriracha, bacon bits, and cheese. And so I'm gonna start off with, my pan is hot. Here's the pan. Here's the Pam, which is what I sprayed on the bottom. Here's salt and pepper. And I'm gonna crack my egg. See if I can do this in 15 minutes or less. So here's the egg. And now I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper, which requires me to do 2 hands because they're mills. So, like that. So this is what it looks like. Here's the first ingredient. Then I use extra crisp Franz English muffins, Sriracha, and we'll get to the rest of it. Go over here. Toaster is on halfway, so this is an action video, kind of push it down. So I use 1/2 ounce of the Kirkland shredded Mexican style cheese blend. And I do 2 tablespoons of bacon crumbles. I call them bacon bits. And I've already measured them out and put it here. And I take one of these and put it in the toaster at half full. And then I have my sriracha here, which I've already shaken up. Now the egg is cooking nicely. What I do is I pop it and I have the yolk spill. It's almost ready to flip. I'm gonna take this and put it in our compost. So it's there. It's cooking nicely. I guess I've got time, so take and put these back in the cupboard with the other salt and pepper. Eggs cooking. I'm cooking at medium heat. On medium. This is one of those induction burners, and there's hummingbird food on the stovetop there. And we'll see. Sometimes I got stuck. There's 1/2. The other half, take the halves. Take the sriracha, and I'm gonna put it on 1/2, like this, drizzle it over. Now I'm gonna take, so that's all on the sriracha front. Go back over to the egg. Looking good. Take the egg, put it on. Having a hard time this time. Like this. So it's steaming hot. You can kind of see the steam. All right, and then what I do with my 1/2 ounce of cheese blend is I put it on here because it actually starts to melt a little bit. But I don't like it all super melty. This is melted. It's a little bit different. Although you could mix it up. This is my own recipe. You can mix it up to do it a little different. And I'm going to take the bacon bits and put it on top. The rest on. Put that on. Put this over by the dishes. And I'm gonna move this off the burner, this out of the way, and the burner is off. So it says hot, but it's off. This isn't lit up. I'm gonna take my sandwich over here, and I've got a glass of water, and I have got my fancy dancy stand. Here we go. So I developed this with some leftover ingredients. Franz is a Pacific Northwest based in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Extra crisp have kind of a crispier when toasted lightly. So here is the sandwich. And if you can see, there's already some of the cheese is melting because the egg is hot. And go. And the red on the bun is the Sriracha, which packs a little bit of heat, not too much. You can add a lot if you want. This is my own recipe, but you can choose to cook it yourself, not to cook it, or play with it all you want. So the red orange is the Sriracha, which is spread out and seeped into the bun a little bit from the heat of the egg. So there's a little yellow on the yolk. Sometimes I do breaking the yolk and still have a little runny in the yolk, which is like easy or over easy. And this is more medium hard. There still is a little bit darker yellow, a tiny little pocket. If the egg is hard, it'll be entirely pale yellow and no runniness. So almost there, so it's medium hard, but not quite there. Oh, spoke too early. Here's some of the yolk. Different part of it. So medium hard is, it's not hard. I do like hard eggs though in my sandwiches. And medium is okay, but I don't tend to go for easy or over easy, which is like the full yolk is running. I like hard / runny yolk. I like the saltiness of the bacon bits and the protein, though it's an American bacon bit, so there's a fair amount of fat in it. The cheese is good. I like the blend of cheeses. Egg is well cooked. The English muffin really kind of, I like this. I've played around. I normally eat the Franz originals, and so the extra crisp is different. But I found that, and I don't necessarily like it on its own, but I do like it for the sandwich. In terms of calories and fat, it's about 320 calories and about, I think, 16 grams of fat. It has calcium and iron, to carbs, protein, and calcium or dairy. Which, compared to my cup of noodles that I have for lunch a lot, it provides a little bit of a different mix, because that's like just carbs, and this is carbs, cheese, which is dairy, gives me calcium, and some egg / bacon bits, which is protein. Oh, here we go. A little bit of runny yolk there too. And you can see the cheese has softened up and has become a little melty. Well, you can, if I got it in focus, and if you can see, I've had friends in life who were blind. So I hope I do a fair job of explaining or describing, perhaps more accurately, for those who can't see and watch or listen to this video. I would give that an 11 out of 10. I would say it fluctuates depending on my taste buds for the day, so it would It could be a 10 out of 10, it could be a 10.2 out of 10, it could be a 10.5 out of 10, it could be an 11 out of 10. It depends on my taste buds. Today it's an 11 out of 10. Let's say good, 320 calorie sandwich that isn't too heavy and I can still move. So like in an hour I could go on the elliptical and I'd be fine. I'll probably go on the elliptical in half an hour, but I gotta feed the squirrels. They're like on the deck going, why is she making lunch? Or a snack or whatever, a sandwich. So that I will give it, it's somewhere between today an 11 out of 10, but it does fluctuate between a 10 out of 10 and to an 11 out of 10. And that's the recipe. That's at least part of it, executing it. And if you try it out, I hope you enjoy it. And feel free. And with any of this is not the first time I've done a recipe on this channel, but with any of the recipes I put on here, change it, make it your own. Or if you like it, keep it the same, but you're also free to change it and make it your own thing. Happy savory eats!